choose to challenge means to me that we all need to be intentional in our actions in order to make a difference.
To make young female students believe in themselves, develop strong leadership skills, and strive for future success.
Means not accepting inequality, calling out gender bias, and making sure that this no longer affects where you can reach as a woman.
For me, I think the one key thing, and when we're talking about women's rights specifically, is simply to challenge patriarchy.
We show our deepest respect for the mothers, the sisters, and the carers who turn inequality and even violence into empowerment.
Changing perception and understanding by breaking through those blind spots. And I think the best way to do that is by engaging in open dialogue about gender bias and inequality.
It's about taking a stand to create change, stepping up and being a leader for young women who might be watching you.
Raise self-esteem, highlight achievements, recognize talents, and of course help to develop our girls' networking opportunities.
I believe the best way to challenge this status quo is for men and women to work together and to change the organizational culture of what leadership looks like.
This issue of inequality and gender bias is not a women's issue, it's a human issue, and all people need to choose to challenge.
Before I speak about my personal experience, I just want to really acknowledge how differently this is experienced by women. Because I think often women are represented as a homogenous group, and we most certainly are not.
From a young age, playing competitive sports, it was always assumed that because I'm female, I would perform as well as my male counterparts. And let me tell you, it was certainly not the case.
I remember a situation how my close friend was refused a position at an international enterprise on the grounds of having a small child.
I was born in a family where I was made to feel not just equal, but almost even better than for being a woman. In fact, it's my father who championed myself seeing me that way.
I could run just as fast, I could slide through the defense better, and I developed incredible dexterity.
That made me ask myself a question. Why people think that it's impossible for a woman to reconcile career and family?
As a leader at Hanson, I want to take the opportunity today to say to our female students that I am proud of you for your bravery in coming to a new country, which I know has not always provided you with equal opportunity.
We need to recognize, of course, the systemic challenges and inequality and work with that. I think our first primary tool is cultivating a relationship of kindness, acceptance within ourselves.
See, as the proud mother of 2 boys, my role is to educate them, to make them aware of gender bias and inequality in our society by sharing my stories, by pointing it out when I see it in pop culture. And it is my hope that these small but important discussions with them will enable them to choose to challenge as they grow up.
Today, Women in Leadership is a Hanson student female community. We provide opportunities for girls to recognize and develop their leadership skills. We help our female students to become role models to other women, to inspire them to make a difference and to become future leaders.
Be confident, because confidence is power. And it's so powerful that it can break barriers and challenge the status quo.
Like any other human being, women are allowed to have a variety of emotions. They're allowed to feel overburdened, to ask for help. And we shouldn't presume that when they express these things, that they're any less strong for it, much like we wouldn't commonly assume that with men.
Why should we sacrifice our dreams? Why should we lose control of our lives? For me, equality should be in everything.
Don't let others tell you what you can and can't do. Only you can determine your own capabilities.
Show us your support and solidarity.
Put your head high to share in.
Commit to choose to challenge and call out inequality.
Choose to challenge.
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 I choose to challenge.
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 Will you choose to challenge?